everyone. Welcome to Helppo. Today, we're continuing our mini-series on the IELTS speaking exam. This video is the second video in a 5-part series, each covering tips to achieve the best possible band score on the IELTS speaking test. If you missed the prior video, check the description below for a link. In this video, we'll cover important strategies you can use to immerse yourself in the English language to prepare adequately for the test. Let's get started. Tip 1. Take advantage of living in an English-speaking country. If possible, we recommend you take the IELTS exam while living in an English-speaking country. Since you're already immersed in English, this will help you perform better on the IELTS or any other English language exams. If you're not living in an English-speaking country, that's okay. You can find outlets to practice your speaking skills. For example, pursue hobbies or enroll in professional classes you like in English. In some countries, you might find a sports team where English is spoken, or take a yoga class held by an English-speaking instructor. You can participate in public speaking workshops in English or take classes with a native English tutor online, like at Helppo. If you're living in Hong Kong or another global city, consider going to areas where English is more widely spoken. You can go to restaurants and order food in English, or even go to an English bookstore and ask for a book recommendation. The point is, just take advantage of any opportunity available to practice. In general, you'll find that messaging peers on social media platforms, participating regularly in class, and seeking out gatherings where only English is spoken will help you learn the language, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Tip 2. Watch English programs with English subtitles. It might be difficult for you to find a college-educated native English speaker tutor to improve your English skills. But don't worry, you can always improve your reading and listening skills by watching videos or television shows on Netflix or other streaming services. Most have an enormous library of content with English subtitles that are great for practicing English. Use the available IELTS practice questions online to get an idea of the type of topics you should focus on. Topics might include work, fashion, travel, social problems, nature, technology, economics, media, news, health, food, family, history, education, and so on. For example, if you don't follow any news on technology or the economy, you can watch content online about these topics. This will help you have the background knowledge to form an opinion and to hold a meaningful conversation. At first, it might be useful to keep the English subtitles on to catch new words and phrases. Eventually, when you become more fluent and confident, try turning off the subtitles. See if you're still able to understand the content you're watching or listening to. Don't forget to have a notebook and write down new vocabulary. This will pay off on other parts of the exam too. Tip 3. Sing along in English. Another great way to immerse yourself is to listen to English music. Singing along with the lyrics in front of you will also help you learn new words and improve your pronunciation. Similar to tongue twisters, singing a song strengthens the muscles to use to speak any language. Listening to music also especially helps with both intonation and inflection. By using music, you'll get the words to flow as native speakers do when they talk. The best part of using music is that it makes the language learning process more fun. Tip 4. Play games in English. Another often overlooked asset to improving your English skills is playing games. Whether it's video games, board games, or apps on your phone, games are a great way to gain new vocabulary and even practice with native speakers. For instance, A lot of online games provide the opportunity to interact with native speakers of English by changing the region or language settings of the game. This is a great way to develop your conversational English skills. Furthermore, just by changing the game's settings to English is yet another way to immerse yourself in the language. Also, don't forget to switch the language settings to English on your phone, tablet, computer, or any other device you use. This gives you more exposure to English and builds your vocabulary. You can also try playing word or trivia games on your phone. This is a great way to learn new words and improve spelling too. If you have access to them, board games are also another fun way to practice your English skills. So why not make improving your English fun by playing games? We also recommend playing board games such as Cards Against Humanity, Ticket to Ride, and Settlers of Catan with your friends in English. Tip 5. Use a thesaurus rather than a dictionary. Another important way to immerse yourself in English is by using a thesaurus to look up new vocabulary. You might be tempted to resort to a dictionary such as an English to Chinese dictionary when you encounter difficult vocabulary. However, when students build their skills with a thesaurus, they can learn more words faster. Studies show that vocabulary acquisition is one of the most important stepping stones to achieving language fluency. Using a thesaurus, which provides synonyms and context sentences, is a great ally in honing your English language skills. Some languages have very different grammar structures. If you just substitute English words into your native language, anything you say or write is likely to be full of grammatical errors. In addition to that, translating in your head back and forth takes time. On the IELTS, there is no time for you to switch back and forth between languages in your head if you want to get a high band score. It's never too late to start thinking in English today while you're studying for the IELTS exam. Using the thesaurus is the first way you can start doing just that. Tip 6. Listen to different accents in English. For the speaking section of the IELTS, you never know where your examiner might be from. They could be from America, Australia, Canada, England, or any other English-speaking country. You should try to familiarize yourself with at least North American English and also British English. Most other accents are usually similar enough, but it's always helpful to seek out content from different English-speaking countries or regions to practice. If you've been living in the USA, then you should start watching or listening to content from the UK or vice versa. To sum up, use every opportunity possible to practice your English. This includes a lot of multimedia content, strategies we've discussed, as well as practicing with instructors, peers, and even strangers. Immersion is one of the best approaches when it comes to language learning. But even if you don't live in an English-speaking country, there are many ways to achieve immersion. With today's technology, there's no excuse to not immerse yourself. We also encourage you to check out Helppo. At Helppo, we can connect you with native English-speaking tutors. They can help immensely with your conversation skills and vocabulary acquisition. Plus, if you're considering a move to the USA or Canada to study or work, you'll also get lots of insights about what it's like to live there from our North American tutors. So, start practicing today. Find Helppo's contact info in the description box below. Thanks for listening to these 6 tips about the IELTS speaking test. If you found this video useful, please give us a like and share it with your friends. If you'd like to be notified when the next video in this series is posted, subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. Also, consider following us on different social media platforms. Feel free to leave a comment down below with any other tips you might want to share. With that in mind, we would love to foster a community of English learners. The comments with the highest number of likes will get a free, and I said free, one-time, only 1 hour English lesson with one of our expert tutors. Contest details are in the description box below. As always, have a great day and best of luck on the IELTS.